I'm Leeman Harrington, and I'm the designer programmer for Shellshufflers. I came up with the concept, designed the systems, and programmed the tank gameplay. The biggest question was, would this even work? It has moving sandbox gameplay like Raft, starship gameplay like Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, and player-driven level design like PlateUp. That became the biggest challenge during development. It was really hard to test and get good data until we were already 3/4 of the way through the project. With everything going on, it was hard for testers to really wrap their heads around, and that rubbed off on me a lot. I started to feel very nervous about every decision. My proudest moment was when it finally started to coalesce. We hit a part where players started to really understand what the game was about, and they were having fun with it. The biggest thing I learned was to trust myself as a designer and to trust the design process, understanding that a big part of failing fast is sticking with your choices long enough to see them fail at all.
I'm Ky'onna, and I worked as the gameplay engineer for Shellshufflers. I'm responsible for most of the home menus and results menus, the procedural biome generator, the mission deck and booster pack systems, and scripting all the enemy behaviors. My favorite things that I worked on were the biome generator and the mission deck system. They consumed most of my time on the project and went through a lot of changes throughout development. The biome generator works by accepting a template that defines the properties of a biome, such as how the terrain deforms and the environment assets that populate the terrain. Then it generates a level with a random seed based on that template. The mission deck system works by allowing the player to choose a biome and a combination of objective, enemy, and module cards to form a mission deck. The mission deck is then carried into the game scene where it's processed by the biome generator and a series of spawners that spawn mission elements based on the cards that the player chose, creating a custom mission.
My name is Xavier Williams, and I am currently in my junior year. For my part in the project, I created the 3D models and assets that you'll see in the game, along with creating the 2D assets and UI elements. Working on this project, I created a lot of different assets, including some of my favorites being the flamethrower and radar model. Overall, I would say working on this game for these 2 semesters has been very educational because I feel it does a good job preparing us for what it's like to work in the game industry. I hope you enjoy Shellshufflers.